Light continuing to blink. He holds them up. Gates open now, though. Off and racing, Never the Twain, straight back to the tail of the field. A Lot of Roses, Talkin' Gibberish, the first to go. Talkin' Gibberish is going to lead A Lot of Roses. Good Vibes is punching up as well. And so Romilly has to come across now and get right up there on equal terms with Talkin' Gibberish. Over on the outside next of all, but pushing up in between horses soon after Twigger, as Good Vibes has to take hold, being stranded 3 deep. Followed further back behind those to Mr. Raffles. And last is Never the Twain. Talkin' Gibberish sprints away, coming to the 400, trying to steal a break on A Lot of Roses. Over on the inside is the Top Bar tracking through, and they're followed by Good Vibes. Talkin' Gibberish heads for home at the 275 and has got a margin on them. The Top Bar, A Lot of Roses, a shot duck. She gave nothing, and Talkin' Gibberish sprints clear. 120 left to go. It's all Talkin' Gibberish from the Top Bar. Then came Mr. Raffles. Never the Twain runs on, but Talkin' Gibberish blew them apart. Talkin' Gibberish from Mr. Raffles and Never the Twain. Then the Top Bar, a good margin back in the field to Twigger, Good Vibes, and a very, very uncharacteristic performance from A Lot of Roses, who found herself back there last but struggled from the home corner. Talkin' Gibberish, ridden by Chris Parnham, getting on board this afternoon. Back at the 1,000, the Juicimus mare. Proves too good here. She was back into favouritism at the finish. A Lot of Roses, well, I'm not quite sure what's gone on there, but that is a run that leaves you absolutely aghast, because she gave nothing today, and she's far, far better than that, clearly. So something not right there with that mare. And she has failed to beat a runner home. Who would have thought? 2 1/4 a long neck. Margins there. Numbers officially are 3, 6, 5 and 1. Mr. Raffles getting home the outside of the field to run second. Chloe has a party. Never the Twain from the back. Luke Campbell into third money. They've come home in 33, 8, 9. But this toyed with them. Talkin' Gibberish for Luke Fernie. Kim Doak, Maria Manfredini, trained by Luke, and Chris Parnham getting on board here this afternoon. First time this campaign. So a little tinkering of the headgear, lugging bit going on, and gee, she absolutely toyed with them there. Left them absolutely floundering at the top of the straight with a turn of acceleration. Mr. Raffles, by God, has spoken. That 3-year-old finishing on pretty well at his first run back in for Ben Owen, and Never the Twain by Ribchester. Luke Campbell for the Casey team there in third placing, but the unmitigated flop in the race was A Lot of Roses, so no doubt they'll have a good look at her and see what the situation is as far as her health is concerned, because she dropped out and gave absolutely 0 today. He is back and looked pretty sour in the run of the line. Race 5 is the Liberties Insurance Handicap over 1400. And there are no changes in the next event, which goes at 3 minutes to 3, as Big Luke heads down now into the winner's enclosure, and he's with Lockie.
Thanks, Darren. Yes, Luke joins me now, Talkin' Gibberish back in grade and gets the job done. And Luke, that was a nice and easy watch from out in front.
Yeah, didn't look like she was ever going to get beaten today. I thought there might have been a bit more top-end pressure than what there was throughout the race, so can always be happy when you see that.
2 wins at the 1,000 now throughout her career. Is that her specialist trip, or do you feel like she does have the scope to stretch to 11 or 12 in time?
She's been quite tricky to place and get a guide on this prep and even her previous prep, so I'll see what Chris has to say. Didn't work out last time. Over 1,200 we tried to sit her and she just didn't have any zip. I think jumping, running might be her going. I double booked riders for this horse on Monday, so a big thank you to Jade, who's done a lot of work on her, and yeah, thanks to Chris.
Sorry was the word you're after. Looking forward to Saturday afternoon. Pinjarra Park, Magic Millions Day. It's been a happy hunting day for you and your stable. How's the team looking ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, good. Really happy with all the horses that we're sending there on Saturday. So they'll all run big races. Hopefully they're good enough to win.
Well done here and good luck on the weekend.
Thanks.
There's Luke Fernie after the win of Talkin' Gibberish. Luke and Chris Parnham combine once again, and this mare, as you thought pre-race, Scotty, was able to find the front. A Lot of Roses did have to do a little bit of work to settle outside the lead, but she was too bad to be true in the end, was under a lot of pressure at around the 500 metre mark, but Talkin Gibberish was able to make the most of that, put a few lengths on them at the top of the straight, and she was still very strong late.
She certainly was. Well placed back into a Class 1. I thought at the top of the home straight the danger was going to be the top bar. He got that lovely run, leaders back, peeled out and around the tiring heels of a lot of roses, but in the end, the one that ran past him into second is the one that you'd be following out of that race, Mr. Raffles. He can still go back to a maiden. He's a very nice type. He's a big monster of a horse. There's a lot of scope and a lot of future for him. We saw that in his initial preparation of racing. He looked really good at the trials, and then he ran into a bit of bad luck in his first few runs, but looks like a nice prep for Mr. Raffles ahead. But the winner, in the end, simply over 1,000 metres here at Ascot, too quick.
Absolutely. We've seen it plenty of times over the summer months here at Ascot. Fast horses being allowed to be fast over the 1,000-metre journey, and invariably they're very hard to run down, and that was the case with Talkin Gibberish. And here's Chris Parnham catching up with Scotty.
Chris joins us now, a very, very speedy type of mare.
Yeah, she is. She bounced out of the gates really well, and yeah, controlled the race, and she was too strong for him.
Top of the home straight. Looked like for a mare that's had a bit of trouble going straight in recent runs. You remember the day that I think you rode Salt Lake Shake and were in the breeze, and this horse sort of ran you up the track a little bit. Looked like she went straight today.
Fairly straight. She probably wanted to wander out a little bit over the last 100, but yeah, fairly straight. She didn't want to hang too bad, so that's a positive sign moving forward. And thanks to Jade, who didn't ride her today, but she's ridden her all prep.
Maybe have her back next start. Well done.
Cheers.
There's Chris Parnham combining with Luke Fernie and Talkin Gibberish, taking out the Key Clean handicap over the 1,000 metres.